I bet you never heard nothing like this before, but guess what?
You gonna learn today. You gonna learn today. All right.
It's the Tim the Bartender Show. Cheers.
Yo, what's going on? I'm Tim Black, a.k.a. Tim the Bartender, and you are tuned into the Barstool Podcast. How you doing? Give yourself a round of applause for being so cool. You know what? I need to go ahead and send you all black cards. Tim Black cards. Oh, shit. The bomb. You don't know. Tim Black cards for all my listeners. That's what I need to send out. Now, look, won't have any credit on it, though. It'll just be a black card. You know, that sounds kind of cool. Somebody suggested I do that. It's like, Tim, that should be your first piece of merchandise. I'm like, damn, that's fucked up, dude. I got merchandise. Drop that beat. Boom. We got video to go with the audio. It's like a music video now. You know what I'm saying? Right? Check them out here. That's right. Go to YouTube and check out Tim's Take Live. Tim's Take Live, you get the audio plus the video, or you can type in IamTimBlack.com and come right here and work it out. That's right. So look, man, this week's gonna have a lot of fun stuff this week, man. Look, we got stories. I got stories. Look, I had to narrow down what stories I'm gonna do this week. That's how many stories were available to us to discuss this week. That's the type of week it's been in the news media business, right? So if you don't know, you need to go to my YouTube channel and check out the story I did about the pastor and about the member of the congregation who was gay, and he got healed by going to church one Sunday. Oh, it's hilarious! You gotta check it out, right? Go check that out. Click here if you're watching this in the video format, or just go to my Tim's Take channel on YouTube. Or you can check out my Kim Kardashian, the ass that tried to break the internet. Yeah, I did a video on that, and I think that's... Homegirl be packing though, don't she? She got a lot of ass. She got a trailer load of ass. She got a whole lot of ass. Heavens to Murgatroyd. Heavens to Murgatroyd. A lot of people don't know that Snagglepuss, who's that character I just did, heavens to Murgatroyd. She's got a lot of ass even. She's a white girl even, with a lot of ass even. Some people think that Snagglepuss was a homosexual mountain lion, but he wasn't. Because he was wearing pink, because he was pink, just like the Pink Panther. But Snagglepuss wasn't gay. In fact, I saw an episode well, Snagglepuss had a girlfriend, and his girlfriend was acting fucked up, and he was like, why are you acting this way even? Ever since those hunters came and kidnapped you, you've been different even. Make me want to smack the shit out of you even. And he always elongated all his expressions, even. You know, I would have to put you in a hole and put the dirt on top of you until the worms start to eat your bones even. Let your body disintegrate even. And she was like, I'm going to take half your shit even. Don't mess with me, motherfucker, even. So, yo, look, we're going to have a great show. Great show. It's going to be fun, informative, insightful, and I make no apologies for how in your face it's going to be. But if it wasn't that, it wouldn't be Tim the Bartender, a.k.a. Tim Black. So stay tuned. I'm going to take a break. I'll be right back. Take us to the break. Yeah. Uh-huh. That's how you do when you serious about this shit. Either that or you having a seizure. Hit it like...
Heavens to Murgatroyd.
Welcome back to the Bars 2 podcast. I am your host, Tim Black, aka Tim the Bartender. You tuned into it. First story I want to do is about Piers Morgan. So in the Daily Mail, he wrote an article and it's entitled, "If Black Americans want the N-word to die, they will have to kill it." When I first heard the title, I was like, are you serious? You're serious right now, aren't you? You are serious with this article. And because I'm wondering, why does Piers Morgan give a shit about black people in America using the N-word? You're not black and you don't live in America. I'm trying to figure it out. And then I realized that, yeah, he's trending. He was trending on this article. And he says here, hey, I'm trending. It's always some motive for the shit. So, okay, forget it. You know, let's say he's being genuine. It really pains him. Pains him that little Daquan used the N-word when talking to one of his friends. I don't know how Piers sleeps at night knowing that someone somewhere at a gas station in Philadelphia told the cashier, "Get my change, nigga." See, I said I was going to be serious, and see, be serious, Tim. Just be serious.
Heavens to Murgatroyd!
He's genuine. He's really serious. It pains him. He's a civil rights advocate, and this is a question about civility and moving forward as a world, not so much just as a nation, which is the United States. So, okay. And we're going to go ahead and forget that 109,000 Americans signed a petition to get rid of Piers Morgan for just this type of stuff. But okay, we're going to leave that alone. In his article, to Piers Morgan's credit, he did cite some sources. One of them was an organization that looks at data, and they analyzed Twitter data, and they found that every day the word nigger or nigga is used over 500,000 times. Yeah, it is dumb. And just to give you some idea what that looks like, the word bro and the word dude were used 300,000 and 200,000 times a day. So we can see that the word nigga and nigga are getting used a lot. So, hey. Piers Morgan wants to help you stop using it, and he thinks the reason why white people use it is because black people use it. And if we don't want white people to use it, black people shouldn't use it. I've heard this so many times from so many people. They think if a black person would stop using the word nigga in rap music, which is an industry we don't control, first of all, we don't control rap music. We don't control what gets put on the airwaves. We don't control the movies. We don't control these things in the United States. But Piers Morgan, for some reason, thinks we do. So he says black people who are used to using this word, if they would just stop using the word, he doesn't ask why do they use the word. He doesn't say what has created a situation where the word is used so often by black people to refer to other black people. So when we start looking at it that way, we get a little better understanding. You know, Dr. Boyce Watkins touched on this, so I won't go into all the specifics about ownership, about who's really pulling the strings, and the things that Piers Morgan didn't talk about regarding black people in America and what we really control, the institutions, financial institutions, Hollywood movie productions, radio, music production, the music industry. The conduit for the N-word being splattered all over the place, but okay, and also Dr. Boyce did also address artists who are basically sold out. They don't give a shit. They have no souls, and they'll say anything to make a dollar, and they don't give a fuck about culture and about what it does to the psyche of black people. But anyway, like I said, I'm not going to get into that, even though I just got into that. I'm going to link you to Dr. Boyce Watkins' video on this subject. So anyway, so Piers Morgan, he said these things, and look, and so me being a nobody, right? I'm somebody. My mama say I'm somebody, right? to my fans of somebody, but not somebody in the world of Piers Morgan. So I tweeted to him. Because somebody who's publicly out there. I'm publicly out in the world as a black man. I have opinions. My opinions are out there. Not only my opinions, but my likeness. You're looking at me. So therefore, I have a little bit of experience being the receiving end of the N-word. So here goes one picture I want to share with you. This is a picture of my blacklist. This is what I use in YouTube in my settings to control what gets put on my page automatically, because I want to have some control and I want people to be able to feel like they can comment on my YouTube channel. What it is, the blacklist, you're going to see the words nigger and the word faggot. The faggot, I have that blacklisted, so when someone types a comment to me on YouTube and it has the word faggot in it, it's going to catch it. It'll catch it. Why? It catches it so that I don't want people feeling offended when they come to my channel. So I want to catch it and delete those people. So the other word that I have on my blacklist is the word nigger. As you can see here, I have a number of entries of people using the N-word to me, right? These 6 people, these 6 entries are all 6 different people, and they're all talking to me, and they're all using the N-word. And they're using it in a derogatory fashion. They're using it to slander. They're using it to try to hurt me. But I got this guy, Piers Morgan, trying to tell me it's my fault. It's black people's fault that this white guy called me a nigger on a YouTube channel. Wrote me a little note, Tim, hey nigger, you're a dumb nigger. The best thing we should do with niggas is shoot them in the head and kill them. That's what one of the comments says. I don't have any comments saying faggot. I don't have it. They didn't catch any faggots. But people are always saying how homosexuals are so, they're always comparing the black situation with the faggot situation, gay situation with the nigger word with the black. And it's like, I see it. I live it. I run a channel. I've reached, 3.4 million people in 15 months. This is just a week's worth. I really have a problem understanding where Piers Morgan's coming from or what factual basis he has for anything that he said. I'm not going to say he's a bad person. I'll just say he's misguided. And I think he's an opportunist. To close out his article, he said, as a white man, I have no right to demand that any black person give up using the N-word. But as someone who believes passionately in civil rights, I just think it's the right thing to do. Piers Morgan, you're a dumb son of a bitch. Some white guy I don't know calling me nigga has nothing to do with what I say. It's what he says. You understand? He's using that word because that's what he wants to use because he thinks it hurts me. You understand? That's his intention for using it. Me not using it will not change him thinking he can hurt me with it. You understand? See, you not understanding is a good reason why it would be better for you not to speak on this issue. You want to talk about ending white racism, white people saying the word nigga, won't you talk to white people? I talk to the brothers and the sisters. You talk to the white folks in Britain. We holler at a Latino dude to talk to some Latinos. You know what I'm saying? We get an Asian dude to talk to my Asian peoples. We get a Native American to talk to some Native American peoples. And we privately all get together in our groups, and then we come together and get it together. How about that? That's got to be better than what you're suggesting, which is you think somehow black people decide not to do something is going to change what white people do. It's a personal decision. Hate is very personal. Using that word to try to hurt me is a very personal thing. That's a choice they made, independent of what the fuck I said. Understand? All right. Yeah. Hope you can see eye to eye on this. Hope you get where I'm coming from, because just based on the article that you wrote, and based on what I'm getting from you, nigga, you don't know what you're talking about. That's the best way I can put it. All right, I'm Tim Black, a.k.a. Tim the Bartender. I'm going to take a little break, come back for the next story. The next story going to be something lighter. We're going to lighten up the mood and keep it popping. Stay tuned. I know I ain't right. I'm mean as hell. Man, ain't that some shit? What good is it if we lose the hood music? It's so far from the acoustic that we can't get back to it. And what good is it for a man to gain the world and lose his soul? I'ma let you know it ain't worth the world. Good is it if we lose the hood music? It's so far from the acoustic that we can't get back to it. And what good is it for a man to gain the world and lose his soul? I'ma let you know it ain't worth the world. Remember Mrs. Ford, she lived only 3 doors down. She drove her old Ford and walked around in a house gown. She tore the house down fighting with her husband. But when she gave him good loving, he smiled. It's been a long while. I don't know if you've seen the video of the woman and the man in New York City. Some people said it was D.C. Wrong, this is New York. Now, I'm not saying this couldn't happen in D.C., but it happened in New York, where Jorge Pena, hope I'm saying that right, Jorge Pena was on the train coming home from a long day at work as a bouncer at a bar. Danae Howard, that's her name, started talking shit to my man. She was talking shit to him, some argument, something about his fashion accessories. Because the man's rocking an 8-ball jacket.
She's not speaking for you. You got a bum-ass 8-ball jacket that came out in 1990. Bro!
Here it goes.
I don't talk when you get mad.
You sound stupid.
Fucking dirty bitch.
You know me?
Woo! Lord have mercy. Oh, some things you just gotta slow down. By the powers invested in me, I now pronounce you bitch slapped. You may slap the bride. Hercules, Hercules, Hercules. That's gonna leave a mark. I believe. You'll never find a bitch slap like mine. I know it's not supposed to be funny, man, but that shit's funny. Did you guys notice the expression on the white girl's face as she ran by? Let me rewind that for you, man. Check it. Look. Look at the picture. I know I should be having fun on this shit, man, but it's funny to me. No, it's wrong, but God damn it. You'll never find a bitch slap like mine. Someone who'll smack the shit out of you like I do. And I'm not bragging on myself, baby. But there's no how, no maybe. You're gonna miss my face palm. You're gonna miss my face palm. You're gonna, when it's cold outside. You're gonna miss my face palm. You're gonna miss my bitch slap. Jorge Pena was arrested for assault. Yeah, they locked him up, even though you can clearly see here that she smacked the shit out of him with a shoe. He was just defending himself. His attorney says if it wasn't for that film, he would have been in big trouble, but luckily the film was put up and they were able to get the charges dropped. Judge didn't want to prosecute it. Now, Mr. Jorge had spent 4 days, 4 days in jail before he was able to get out. But hey, he's out now, that's what counts. Well, my thing is this, folks. Why is it that women feel like they can get away with shit like this? She got smacked. It was like a surprised look on her face when she got smacked. Though she had just took her shoe off and hit a motherfucker with it. She was still surprised that some type of retaliation. How could you be surprised of retaliation when you hit a dude on a locked train that's moving? You can't get anywhere. You can't go anywhere. And see, this is the thing that feminists don't want to talk about, but I'm going to address it because I'm Tim Black. That's what I do. But if you want to be equal, right? You want to be treated equally, and I want you to be treated equally. Oh, I do. I think you should earn just as much as a man. But if you earn an ass whooping, you should get that too. I'm sorry. I'm serious. I think if you earn an ass whooping, you should get that too. Now, I don't think we should just walk around willy-nilly, just giving out ass whoopings to women who don't deserve it. But I think Jorge Pena didn't have on his mind having to fight or smack a bitch on the way home. But that's what had to happen. Now, in the defense of Danae Howard, I will say this. She wasn't ready. She wasn't ready for what happened to her, but she brought it on herself. I will also say I don't think that Jorge, I don't think this is the first time he smacked a bitch. Nope. Too good at it. There's certain things, I mean, maybe he's a natural. He could be a natural. But I think at the bar, whatever bar he bounces at, I think he's had to use his bitch slap skills. Oh, yeah. He's got a technique of the delivery. His bitch slap delivery system is fully intact. It's extremely lubricated. It has been honed and perfected to deliver said slap with resounding volume. Because the connect on it is clean, crisp. There's no, he didn't get any of the ear, none of that. Just all cheek, all this right here, all that toe up. Red than a motherfucker, red, all that. So, yeah. My condolences to the face of Danae Howard. Props to my man. And look, man, I don't want to make it seem like it's a win for the fellas, but come on, man. It is. All right, so now I want to go into another story because this one, I just got to do it. And I know some people may not know about it because I didn't watch the show. It's about the Honey Boo Boo Mama June shit. Now, before you cut off this podcast, right, let me explain why I'm doing this story. I'm doing this story because people love to see train wrecks. And this thing that's going on with TLC and Mama June and Honey Boo Boo, it don't get more train wreckage. There's a lot of train wreckage in this story. First of all, if you're not up to snuff on it, because I've known about the popularity of Mama June and Honey Boo Boo and Papa Bear and Chickadee and all these other motherfuckers. I knew about it, but I never watched a single episode. I looked at it. I saw a commercial one time, like 4 years ago, and I was like, this is not for me. No, it's okay. It's not for me. Everything can't be for me. This is obviously not for me. Somebody else, fine. Have at it. Not for me. All right? So, but I knew it was popular. And it was a very popular show. A show that had good ratings. People watched it. It made a lot of money for the network, TLC. Now, here's the thing. TLC recently canceled the show. They canceled the show because Mama June is doing some despicable shit. So, what they allege, now what they're saying is Mama June, back in the day, she dated a man who was a child molester. Now, that may not be her fault, right? You date somebody, you don't know if they have a predilection for children's. Now, you wouldn't know that shit, right? I mean, you got to be really perceptive. You find out, and then you distance yourself from that motherfucker. Well, it turns out that that's not why they were upset. TLC wasn't upset that she dated a child molester. It's that she started re-dating a child molester. Now, if you have a wholesome show on a network, and people know you, and you have a man in your life, and you have children, you know what I'm saying? And look, let's not forget that, honey, Mama June already got 3 kids by 3 different baby daddies. But she's not a hoe, though, right? That's a whole nother story. But if you're on network TV and you are a mother, people are going to look at you a certain way. Same thing they would look at you as a father, but as a mother, come on, guys, it's at a higher level. So they're looking at that shit. She went back and started redating this child molesting guy. Now, when I say child molesting, ain't somebody with a dark past, you heard some shit, you can't prove it, you know, like your Uncle Roy. You don't want to leave Roy with the kids. Nah, not like that shit. This guy, Mark McDaniels, he spent 10 years in prison. He pled out. He pled guilty. All right? He got oral sex from a child, an 8-year-old child, and guess what? That child is Honey Boo Boo's sister, meaning Mama June's daughter.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Right, okay. So I know I took a while explaining all that, but I want to give you the background on it. Mama June's show, Honey Boo Boo, got canceled because Mama June started dating again when he got out of prison. Because he went to prison in 2004, he got released in 2014. Mama June started spending time with, dating, bringing to the house the guy that made her daughter suck his dick. Yeah, Blowjob City. That's my case. That's what it is. And do you know there are people defending Mama June? They are defending her. Well, maybe he didn't put the whole penis in the daughter's mouth. I mean, this is some disgusting, repugnant shit. What boggles my mind is that these people actually thought that Mama June was a good mom to begin with. The woman has 3 kids by 3 different baby daddies. She's seeing a dude now she's not married to, Papa Bear, or whatever the fuck the name is. I don't know if they married or not. I don't know common law. I don't know. But what made you think she was a good chooser of men to begin with? I heard that all the other men that she'd been with had criminal records. For a long time on the internet, I've heard people try to say that being a bad mom is a color thing. And there are people who made a career out of it. And people brought into it. And I knew the whole time, I'm like, this is some bullshit, man. Being a good mom or not being a good mom has to do with who you are as an individual. Right? It has to do with what you know to be right or wrong, having certain parenting skills, but also has to do with your character as a human being, period. Mama June lacks character as a human being. This mother has brought back into her life a man who abused her daughter. What else is there to discuss? This woman has no values. Fuck family values. She has no self-value. Right? Because only a woman who's very low would lower herself to the extent where she would deal and put herself in this situation. And she has no respect for her children. Any of them. Not just any of her kids, any of your kids either. Because this says something about what she thinks about children in general. That's just how I see that shit. Now, the daughter, Chickadee, which was the one who was molested, she went on Entertainment Weekly and she said this.
You know, I'm mad, I'm upset, I feel betrayed, and I feel very hurt. That's the main thing I am. I feel very hurt that Mama let him come around.
You feel like she chose a child molester over you.
Yeah. And it's like, you know, she's happy. You know, she was smiling and laughing and giggling when he was around, and knowing the fact, you know, he's a child molester, Mama. He did this to me. Why would you let him come around the girls knowing what he did?
Look, I don't blame TLC for canceling the show. They released a statement. They said something like, this bitch crazy. We can't fuck with her. Jesus Christ, what's wrong with her? And heavens to Murgatroyd. Canceled, even. She had to go. Now, I know that Mama June's saying she didn't do anything wrong. She's denying everything. She acting like we don't see pictures. There's pictures of this shit everywhere. Even on TMZ. Now, TMZ is starting to become reputable because they get stories now. They're doing their job, even though I hate the way they deliver their shit. But hey, that's a preference. I don't like the way they deliver their news, but hey, they be having photographs and everything.
Hi, hello. We just want to come straight to you. A lot of people have asked to get a comment from me about this current situation with the show. Just got a phone call this morning from TLC, and as of right now, there will be no more production. I would not ever put my kids in danger. Just wanted to let y'all know from the bottom of our hearts that we actually love y'all and we do care about y'all and every fan out there that has ever ever done anything and supported us and took up for us and been there through all of our ups and our downs.
I'm so sorry. I don't feel sorry for Mama June. And I don't believe Mama June. I think Mama June is spending time with this dude. I don't think you can fabricate these pictures. I believe those pictures are authentic. That's what I believe. I think people with money, it doesn't change if you have integrity or character or not. They say, and I believe it, that having money only amplifies whoever you already are as a person. So Honey Boo Boo is the type of, well, not Honey Boo Boo. Mama June is the type of woman who will let men run through her, run over her. She'll do anything. And it's not just the men, it's her as well. All right? Don't just say it's the dirty ass men. It's your ability to choose better men. That got to be on her too. She bring this guy into her life. This man is not forcing himself in her life. Right? She let him in the door. All right. That's it, man. That's long enough, man. Fuck it. It is what it is. In this world of depravity, we have these situations. And I'm not saying that, I know everything that happened between them, but anything that happens between them at all, any contact at all, is too much contact in my book.
Yeah. One time. Everybody. One. DC. HUG. Maryland. VA. Swamp J. Yeah. Lord. Feel it. That's my whip, that's my gun. That's my crib, that's my run. That's my crib, that's my gun. That's my crib, that's my shit. Don't fuck with that son.
Welcome back to the Bar Stool Podcast. I'm your host, Tim Black. You're tuned into it. Doggone it. I'm trying to get this mic straight. I need a lapel mic so I can get off this. But I want to be clear. All right, guys. I want to talk about Bill Cosby, and I want to talk about the rape allegations. Now, I was going to do this in a tongue-in-cheek, jokey style because, I saw them, the memes, the jokes people were making about him on the internet regarding this website, the social media campaign they were running. They put a picture up, and people make jokes about the picture or whatever. And people started going the opposite direction. It wasn't a joke, really. I mean, it was a joke, but it wasn't, because it was about rape. And they turned what probably someone thought was a great idea for Bill to sort of get his image back pristine. People on the internet started turning it into an opportunity to shame Bill Cosby. And they were beating the hell out of this guy. I mean, bam, bam, bam. Now, if you're not familiar with Hannibal Buress's little comedy routine that went viral, a little piece of his act, a very small piece, funny guy, but he's getting a lot of publicity or a lot of the viralness of his comedy sketch, stand-up routine is focused on the Bill Cosby jokes, and he even pokes fun at it like, I had a lot of other jokes. They just seem not to get noticed right now because of this Bill Cosby stuff I said, which he'd been saying for a while. So look, guys, here's my thing. I can't make this segment funny. Oh, it's not all jokes and laughs on the Tim Black Show. Sometimes we got stories like this one and like the one with Piers Morgan. But that's about Piers Morgan's, what I did earlier, that was about Piers Morgan being a dickhead, right? Being a condescending fuck. This is about Andrea Constant. This is the woman in 2004 who filed a lawsuit against Bill Cosby for rape. This story is about Barbara Bowman, who recently did an op-ed piece in the Washington Post, one of my local papers. people love to say that black people don't like Bill Cosby because Bill Cosby says the truth about black people. I like Bill Cosby. And I still don't like some of the shit Bill Cosby says about black people because Bill Cosby's talking to a small segment of the black community as if he knows so much more than they do. He condemns rap, and I understand why you would have strong objections towards rap, but it's not as if black people run rap. But that's his thing. Pull your pants up and don't listen to rap music. And that's not going to change at all. And it seems like he harps on that shit. But I just want to say for the record, any ridicule that Bill Cosby gets about these rape allegations, they are well deserved. I do not believe that 13 women are lying about Bill Cosby. If 13 people told you something about me, you would believe it. I mean, 13 people that knew me, 13 people that met me, 13 people. Now, this woman, Barbara Bowman, she goes into detail about what happened with her and Bill, about being sexually assaulted by Bill Cosby. Now, she says she didn't take any money because I know that's the first thing we say. Well, she's just doing it for money. She says she wouldn't take any money, and she hasn't taken any money. So what do you make of it? Now, we love to dismiss feminine issues, women's issues as men because we don't want to feel the guilt. But see, in this situation, I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't take advantage of a woman by saying, I'm going to make you a star. This is what Barbara Bowman is alleging about Bill Cosby. And she said a number of women. Well, there are a number of women who have said the same thing. So look, guys, we just got to make sure that when we're standing up for men's rights, that we're not supporting domestic terrorists on women in our quest to support men and to fight back what we feel is inequities towards men. Because one thing doesn't always have anything to do with the other thing. All right? Like I said, I do not hate Bill Cosby, his speeches towards the black community. I think some things he says need to be said. And unlike some people, Charles Barkley, at least Bill Cosby has the decency to go before black people and say them. Charles Barkley, his big punk ass will be at a white event talking about black people. He even started his last comment that got so much push from the media world. He says in the comment, I tell all my white friends about this, about black peoples. That's how he started it. I tell all my white friends the truth about black people, the secrets about black people, and black people didn't. Shut the fuck up. See, now, Bill Cosby's a different story. He at least goes to black organizations and he says what he says. So anyway, before you pass judgment on these allegations regarding Bill Cosby, you should at least read the op-ed piece in the Washington Post by Miss Bowman, Barbara Bowman. She says she's been talking about her situation or what happened to her for 10 years, and it didn't get noticed until Hannibal Buress, a man, made it a part of his act. And though I do not like seeing men lose their children behind bullshit of a woman that's just scorned, lose their visitation, men automatically being hammered in child support court and all the other things that men deal with, even though I detest that, I cannot support rape, and I cannot support men just running over women, just bulldozing over women in their rise to fame and using the hell out of them and then throwing them to the wolves and then holding out this exterior of being venerable and then condescendingly talking down to others. Meanwhile, being engaged in some of the most deplorable acts that a man possibly could be engaged in. Wow. So look, folks, you got to make your own mind up. Make your own mind up. These are all alleged. This is all alleged. I'm not saying he did anything, but I'm saying read that op-ed piece. I'm Tim Black. Stay with me, guys. Let's go to the relationship portion of the show right after this. Wow. Something to think about. All right? I'll be right back. Wow, this one's been a wild ride. Welcome back to the Tim Black Barstool Podcast. Tim the Bartender, Tim Black. I'm the same guy. Check it out, folks. Look, this is what you need to do. You need to go to Amazon and get my book, The Truth Hurts, But It Beats a Lie. It's an ebook. It's for the Kindle. It's $2.99. It's packed with information. It's packed with real-life advice, no beating around the bush, no selling you with tickets, no selling you a dream, just telling it like it is. So go pick that book up. All right? All right. And I got another book in the making that I'm working on. All right? So I think that ebook's going to be ready in a couple weeks because I got to do it. I got to do it. I got to put the information out there. People ask me questions. All I can tell you is it's going to be for single people. Sorry, folks in relationships. I'd come back and do something for you, but I got to get that out there. All right, so this week's topic on relationship tips is coming from the heart once again. And this is for a guy who wrote me a message on Facebook. If you go to my Facebook page, it's Tim the Bartender Show on Facebook.com. All right? He wrote me and he said, Tim, I'm having problems finding good quality women. He says, I'm a black man in my mid-30s. I have a good job. I work out. I'm busy. Do you know any websites I can go to, anywhere I can go online, right, where I can find quality women? And look, he said he was very specific. He said he wanted women who were taking care of themselves and women who had some things going on as well. So he's not looking to go picking up people and trying to rescue them. He's looking for somebody where he is in life so they have some things in common. So look, this is my thing. This man's attitude is the right attitude to have for men and women. This is a unisex attitude to have. Everyone should adopt the attitude that he has, which is, I'm trying to go forward. I need to find somebody to go forward with me. We need to be on the same time. What I keep running into are people who don't seem to get that concept. See, a lot of the guys, they get women who are more appreciative because they're bust downs. Yeah, you want a woman that'll cater to your ego because she don't have shit going on herself. So yeah, she's catering because she's looking for help. And I see women doing the same thing. I see a woman with her stuff going on. She'll get a guy who doesn't have anything going on at all so she can control him. Yeah, he's controllable because he is broke down. He don't know whether he coming or going, but he be coming a lot in you, don't he? Oh yeah, I get raunchy here on the Tim Black Show sometimes. For comic effect, but also for realness. So, look, man, my best advice for you, my brother, is you need to be active. As I told you in the letter that I wrote you back, you need to be about it, about socializing. You need to join a club. You need to be joining things that get you out of the house. See, online is cool, but there's so much catfishing going on. I don't need to tell you. I'm sure you've been catfished enough times. And if it is the right person, the same person that they said they were, the picture's 10 years old, or 10 years young, I should say. And that goes male and female. I know women, they mean, God, this guy sent me a picture when he was in shape. He 40 pounds heavier. So that's why I say I got to stress, man, do not become so tied to new technology that you forget the old-fashioned way of meeting people. Do not let that stupid-ass video of the woman walking down New York, in Manhattan, be harassed, being street harassment. Don't let that stop you. I've known men, and I've been one of those guys who has been very successful meeting people in person, in real life, as we go about doing shit. There is no better opportunity than to meet a person than when you are in life doing stuff. You see what you're getting. You know what they look like. That's already over. You know if there's an attraction right there. Right? So I'm saying, man, join a cooking class, join a dance class. You think that sounds like punk stuff? No, it's not. See, look, let me tell you guys. And ladies too, you can hear this too. Everybody can hear it. Of course. I remember when I broke up with my lady, this was years back, I broke up with my lady, and I said, you know what, I'm going to be the best man I can be for me. If I'm going back out on this market, I want to be the bomb. What did I do? Took up cooking. That's right. I took up cooking. I became not an excellent cook, but damn good. I don't need cookbooks. I took up cooking. I didn't take a cooking class, but I did everything. I downloaded videos. I brought a couple cookbooks so I could learn measuring, sauteing, frying, basting, brining, dicing. I learned how to be a good cook. I wanted to better who I was. In doing so, that put me in circulation with women. It put me in circulation with women naturally. I didn't have to go to the club, sit at the bar. Psst. Hey, I ain't had to do that. I was around women because I was cooking. I was in grocery stores. I was at farmers markets. In D.C., we got a hot farmers market. Go to the farmers market. Farmers market. Good spot. If you have a farmers market, maybe you should go. All right? See, I'm not one of the people telling you to make up things and just do shit to lie to be at a location. Actually go to locations of things that you're interested in. And if you're not interested, start being interested in stuff. There are things you can learn. There's things you can do. That's what I think more single people need to do. More people that are out there looking, be actively looking. Stop waiting for a good man to come knock on your door, lady. And fellas, stop dating the same girls over and over and over. Meet different women. Meet different types of women. Be willing to take a chance. Be willing to meet people outside your comfort zone. Be willing to date a woman with a master's. Be willing to date a woman who doesn't have a master's. Be willing to date a woman light-skinned, dark-skinned, white, Latino, Asian, black, whatever, Indian, whatever. If you're looking for good people, the primary part of that is good people. Not just looking for people, good people. If you're looking for good people, don't handicap yourself by restricting yourself who you're looking for. All right? So that's what I say, man. Look, I don't have any online locations, man. This guy said he'd already tried Match.com and he's a lot of bust downs and all this stuff, man. He says he's tired of the online. Well, the natural thing to do is to start going locally. And if that doesn't work, road trip. Hey, don't knock a road trip. Road trip is good for you. Nowadays, people are relocating. All right, guys, thank you so much for tuning into the podcast. Do me a favor, go up on iTunes. It's Tim the Bartender, the Barstool Podcast. Find it on iTunes. Right there. Do the same thing on Stitcher. Like I'ma sew up this hole in this blouse. Stitcher.com. Go up there, rate my podcast. It helps me a lot. All right. If you really like the podcast, if you really like what I'm doing with my channel in general on Tim's Take Live on YouTube, you can consider at least becoming a Patreon. All right? Consider helping me grow what I'm doing. Any donation, monthly donation is great, or just a one-time donation. I need a lapel mic. I need better lights. I would like to have a real background so I can... Anyway, look, that's what's up, all right? If you're interested in coming on the show, let me know as well. Hit me up. Tim's Take 2 at gmail.com or Tim at TimTheBartender.com. Woo! I bet you a special shout out to Will. To Will for his track that I'm using in tonight's show. I'm going to end it with it. I've used it a couple times throughout the show. Will, you guys visit Will here on his SoundCloud page. That's my man right there. All right, folks. I'm out. See you next week. See you on the next video. I'll holler. Bars 2 Podcast. Peace.
So say good night to the bad guy. Come on.